Good evening, fuckers. We are back with the next Train Simulator Classic request video. And for this one, we have a route making its debut and a train which is sort of making its debut. So our route is the South London Wimbledon to West Croydon route. We are actually going to be doing the full length of it, but we're going the other way. We are starting at West Croydon. Our destination is Wimbledon. We'll be stopping at all stations. It's not a particularly long route, this though. It's only about 7, maybe 8 miles, so yeah, it's fairly short. It's also a route that has most definitely seen better days. This route is set in 1995. The route was closed in either late 95 or very early 96. So yeah, we are not exactly going to be seeing it at its prime, to put it mildly. Now our train for this then is the class 456. Now we have had a video with the class 456, but that was the Dovetail Games version. This is the Armstrong Powerhouse one. It's using a livery which, you know, normally I do quite like. I do like the Network Southeast livery, but there are two trains where I think it looks absolutely fucking hideous. And, well, one of them is the 456 here, the other one is the 319, and they look awful for exactly the same reason, as we'll go into when the route is loaded. So as far as the conditions and the specifics, normally if it's a first time seeing a route, I want it to look pretty good, but this route is unbelievably grotty. So I thought we'll have some typically grotty weather to go with it. So it's spring, it's overcast, it's 1 PM, which is very much off-peak, which is why we are only in a 2-car train, and even then it was not unheard of for this service to be run at around this time, and the only person on the train was the driver. Maybe the guard, if there was a guard on there at the same time, but yeah, not unheard of that was everyone on the train from start to finish. So, anyway, with all that in mind, let's get this up and running. And here we are. So this is West Croydon, and okay, the station is not fantastic, but you are probably thinking, well, it don't look that bad. And no, West Croydon doesn't look too bad, but then this is a station that is still in use today. Even though this line that we are doing no longer exists, yeah, the two terminuses, West Croydon and Wimbledon, yeah, very much still exist. So here is our class 456, and yeah, say, I don't like the 456 at the best of times, but in this livery I think it looks absolutely hideous. And as I was saying, the 319 is another one that looks hideous in the Network Southeast livery for exactly the same reason. And it's because of this huge great sort of grey lump here at the front of it. It makes it look like, at best, it's in some sort of train equivalent of a neck brace, and at worst it looks like someone's just stuck the cab of this train in a huge great bloody splodge of concrete. So yeah, it looks dire, it really does. Anyway, let's get the train set up. Does not take long to set this thing up, actually. So we've got the Lights done. Yeah, that is everything, I think. I'm not sure if we can set the destination manually. Yes, we can. Right, let's... unfortunately, we've got a long old way to go here, but I'm sure Wimbledon will be here as one of the options. There we go. So, Wimbledon is all set. Let's let everyone on. Yeah, doors are open. It's a very quiet route this because, well, there's no sod here. There we go. Right, doors are closing. There we go. So, Wimbledon is 6.2 miles away. Let's get underway. So we will be stopping at every station, but yeah, you can see already here we got a lot of like graffiti and stuff. This is a route that is in a really sorry state. If you go back a few videos, it is only a few, I did a video on the North London lines during the BR and Network South East eras, where we went to, well, we went from Watford Junction to Broad Street, and Broad Street itself looked like a bomb site. No exaggeration. Well, if anything, this route is in even worse state. As I say, the route closed in, at the latest, early 1996. So, considering this run is taking place in 1995, the route was already earmarked for closure. So this is where we turn off and head down this actual, yeah, Wimbledon branch here. We are speeding because we are going downhill, 1 in 150. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, the route was already earmarked for closure. We all knew it was closing, so there's no way BR were going to spend money upkeeping any part of the line, because, I mean, why would they? It was very much in its last days. So Wadden Marsh is our first stop. Here we are, and I've massively underestimated the braking here. In fact, so badly, I mean, that is ludicrous. I think we've missed it by about 7 or 8 train lengths, but we'll go back to it because, yeah, I want to be able to show the yeah, the stations in all their glory. And besides which, as we are doing a quick drive, I can get away with this. So, here we are. So it's showing this as the front, but of course we will be going the other way. But I mean, look at it. This is a station. And the guys responsible for doing this route, hey, there's no denying it. Again, they've done a fantastic job, because they've got all of the stations looking this horrible. They really do look like, you know, it's like you've reached the end of civilization when you look at some of these stations, how bad they are. So this freeware route was made by the guys at Backdated Train Sim, and they always do a decent job of their freeware routes, and this one is no exception. So as always, I will include a link to the download and the requirements for it. Now this route, even though it has been closed down, it is still used, because it's the railway line that got closed down. But the route is now used as part of the South London tram service. It follows this route exactly, but yeah, it's no longer a train that you are catching to do this route. It's now a tram. So Beddington Lane is our next stop. Can you imagine waiting for a train at night when it looks like this route here? So we haven't seen anything like the worst of the stations yet, but there's some very small stations here. So this is Beddington Lane, and look at it. I mean, how desperate must you be for transportation to risk coming to this station waiting for a train at night? I mean, okay, there are a few lights about, but nah. So onwards. So Mitcham Junction is our next stop. It's just over half a mile from this station. Let's get our speed down. 15 mph approach to Mitcham Junction. Then we have Mitcham Station itself, but Mitcham Junction is actually quite a bit larger than Mitcham Station. Or rather, yeah, Mitcham Junction Station is quite a bit larger than, you know, Mitcham itself. It looks like we have another train in the station there. Can't quite see from here what it is, so it is another 456. Yeah, braking rather too early, I think, here, but well. So this then is Mitcham Junction. The train has now pulled off out of yeah, pulled off. Actually pulled away from here. Quite pleasantly surprised to see that. I thought it was just going to stay stationary. But again, graffiti all over the bridge. I mean, at least this place is a bit more open. You're not going to be, you're not going to feel quite at such risk here. But even so, it's still all graffitied, all very run down. But of all the stations that are actually on the line, so not including the two terminuses, this station is probably in the best condition, which I think says a lot. So 15 mph limit as we pull out of here, and let's face it, we can't get out of this place quick enough. So yeah, we don't join the main line there, part of the South London network. We carry on this stretch. So we can now go up to 30. That's me not paying attention. There's clearly no point in us going up to 60 once we enter that 60 zone, because we have yeah, the station right there. So I can clearly see there used to be two lines going through this one, but it has been reduced to a single line. The platform actually goes on for quite a bit longer than the actual station itself, as it appears on the route display. So yeah, this is Mitcham Station. So you remember what Mitcham Junction was like? At least it had some station buildings, and then you got this. I mean, what a shit pit. no other way of describing it. Onwards. This train is very, very slow pulling away. The 456s, I mean, well, they were certainly improved once they were, you know, refurbished for South West Trains and Southern. But they were certainly not old while, you know, during their Network South East days, and yet they were just so sluggish. So Morden Road is next. I wonder if this is anywhere near Morden Underground station on the Northern Line. Let's carry on going. It's far too early to start coasting. We'll coast at we're half a mile away. In fact, yeah, because the brakes are far from fantastic, we do need to start braking somewhat earlier than I normally would. So yeah, Morden Road. I mean, look at it. Jesus Christ. Clearly nothing to do with the Morden on the Northern Line by the looks of it. Unless this is... No, it's just an industrial estate. That's not the Morden train depot. So, yeah, I don't think this is anything to do with that then. Anyway, I think doors have shut. Yeah. So onwards to Merton Park, which is the penultimate stop. That's 30 mph speed limit approaching the station, but with how bad our brakes are, yeah, we were having to slow quite a bit below that. A combination of bad brakes and very, very small stations. Mind you, I've massively overstated how much I needed to brake by here. Now, I'm fairly sure that Merton Park was closed. I mean, you can clearly see the station building is gone. And I wouldn't have thought they'd keep this bit open, but have the rest of this all closed up as it is. But it's been kept on the route, so I mean, yeah. So we got another stop. But yeah, does not look good, does it? So onwards then to Wimbledon, the final stop. We actually get off this grotty horrible line. So 15 mph, yeah, max speed limit as we approach Wimbledon station, platform 10. We're kept very much to one side. We are still a quarter of a mile away from it. I don't really need to be braking just yet. So speed is fine. You can clearly see the yeah, we are very much in Wimbledon. We recognise the approach here from when we are on the either the Waterloo line or the Brighton line or the South London line. They all take us through here, but not on this particular line here. There we are. And there, yep, there it is. So that was West Croydon to Wimbledon on the Wimbledon to West Croydon line. Unquestionably the grottiest line in the game, but it has been brilliantly rendered. Actually really does sort of show just how run down this line actually, was by the end of its life. It's no wonder it was marked for closure. And yeah, it's not a particularly nice route to be doing. At least not in real life. In the game, they're absolutely fine, because once again, the guys who put this together, this freeware route, have done a great job on it. I mean, yes, it is short, but the atmosphere is spot on. A route that is absolutely on its knees and only has days to go before closure, and you can certainly tell. As for the loco, I mean, yeah, so I'm not the biggest fan of the 456. I think it's a pig ugly thing, especially in this livery. It drives reasonably okay. Its brakes are next to useless, but you know, apart from that, it's great. You know, but it's certainly an ideal train for this particular line because yeah, this train is pretty run down and grotty as well. So 3 speeding errors on a route that was not even 6¼ miles. That's not very good going. So anyway, there we are. And another new route makes its debut. So that brings this video to an end, and we will see you at the next one.